Alright guys, I believe it's part 6, 7, or 8. I know I'm not the best at remembering it, but I'm trying to see if I can get through a little bit more. It's here's what happened. Out of nowhere, basically Rexy just flew off out of nowhere after saying that good for nothing Pokemon, and then he just flies off. Sapphire and Toto exchange a look of understanding. You think Rexy knows where Trico is and is going to confront it? That could be dangerous. We should follow him and see what happens. I just told him, unfortunately, I can't do anything. I'm still a tiny velociraptor. Sapphire looks at you with concern and says, you're right. You're still a tiny velociraptor. You won't be able to do much in that form. Maybe we should wait here and let Rexy handle it. Well, that was quick. Toto looks at me with a mix of worry and determination. We can't just sit here and wait. We need to do something to help. What if Rexy gets hurt and they're in trouble? Sapphire, you have plenty of power at your disposal. Why don't you help Rexy? Since you have all that power. There we go. Sapphire nods his head in agreement and says, you're right. I do have plenty of power at my disposal. I can help Rexy if he gets into trouble. I'll follow him and make sure he's okay. Just be careful yourself. I don't know how you got so small earlier. When you first came here, after I called you. But I don't want you hurt either. Especially since, just like Rexy, I raised you myself. Several looks at you with a mixture of surprise. It says, thank you for your concern. I'll be careful. Don't worry. I can handle myself. I'll make sure to keep Rexy safe as well. Yeah, I know. But remember, we still don't know why you were so small. For all I know, you could go help Rexy and then lose all of your power again. And then you could get even more injured than Rexy would be. Trevor nods his head and you're right. We still don't know why I was so small earlier, and there's a chance it could happen again. I'll be careful and try to avoid any unnecessary risk. I won't do anything reckless. I really love you. Just like I do Rexy. I just don't want to wait here for hours. And then Rexy come back normal, but tell me you were injured or possibly worse. Uh, Sapphire Sapphire looks at you with a mixture of affection and determination. It says, I love you too, just like you love Rexy. Don't worry, I'll be careful and make sure I don't get injured. If anything happens, I promise I'll tell you as soon as I can. Just stay safe while I'm gone, okay? Yes. Yes. I still do have. Here to protect me. He's still way bigger than me. So was it Toto with a mixture of relief and reassurance? That's good to know. Toto will keep you safe while I'm gone. I know I can trust him to protect you. Sapphire then spreads its wings and takes flight into the sky, flying off in the direction that Rexy flew in. Toto looks at me with a mixture of protectiveness and determination. Says, don't worry, I'll keep you safe while Sapphire's gone. I won't let anything happen to you. That's so sweet. Even when I was still human, you were still way bigger than me. But now, you seem way bigger just because I'm smaller. Toto looks at me with a mixture of amusement and affection. Yeah, now you're a tiny velociraptor. I do seem way bigger than you. That's okay. I'll make sure to be extra careful around you, so I don't accidentally squish you. That's very sweet of him. Hilton sits down next to me, making sure to keep a safe distance so as to not accidentally step on me. It looks at me with a mixture of protectiveness and affection, ready to defend me if necessary. I swear to frick, I'm giving this thing a warning right now. I swear to frick, if a person comes up to me when I'm stuck as this tiny flippin' dinosaur and tries to pet me, I'm gonna go insane. Don't anybody dare touch me. My tiny head. No. Or my tiny snout. Leave that out of it. As me and Toto wait for Sapphire and Reggie to return, you notice that the sun's starting to set in the distance. Uh-oh. Sky's turning a beautiful shade of orange and pink, and the air is getting cooler. So it's getting dark out, so as soon as we fix this, it's probably going to be time for me to head back. If I even get back, I mean, gosh dang, I would probably need Sapphire to take me home. At this rate, because it'd probably take me the whole night to walk back home as the kind of velociraptor if I'm stuck like that. All of a sudden, a man comes up to me and sees that I'm a tiny dinosaur. And then says, can I pet you? You're so cute. What the frick? What did I just say? No. A man comes up to me and sees that I'm a tiny dinosaur and says, can I pet you? What did I just say, AI, about flipping bringing a dude in here to flipping try petting me? Leave me out of the petting. I don't want it. Yep. Toto looks at the man with a mixture of protectiveness and suspicion. He says, hold on. You can't just pet my friend like that without asking first. Once again, the man looks at Toto with a mixture of surprise and disappointment. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize this was your friend. I just thought it was a cute little dinosaur and wanted to pet it. It's okay if I pet it real quick? Probably gonna ask me if I flip it. It's probably gonna ask me, isn't he? Toto looks at the man with a mixture of defensiveness and possessiveness. He says, "No, you can't pet my friend. It's not a toy or a pet. It's a living, breathing creature with feelings and emotions. You can't just come up and demand to pet it." Okay, then, well. And this man's not even running away and screaming. This Toad's 40 feet tall. He says most humans run away and scream. The man looks at Toto with a mixture of disappointment and annoyance. Annoyance? Oh, come on. It's just a little dinosaur. It's not going to mind if I pet it for a second. It's not like it's a real animal or anything. Oh. Toto looks at the man with a mixture of anger and protectiveness. I said no. You can't pet my friend, period. It's not just a little dinosaur to you. It's my friend, and I won't let you treat it like some kind of toy or pet. I want to see what in the world's going to happen. The man looks at Toto with a mixture of irritation and frustration. Fine. Whatever. I just wanted to pet the cute little dinosaur. I guess I can't. It's not like it's a big deal anyway. Excuse me, dude. Your hand is probably... His hand could probably fit around my tiny body. Just a little... I'm probably so small that he could just squish me, but just tapping my head. Even if it was gently. Towards the man with a mixture of relief and protectiveness. Yeah, that's right. It's not a big deal. My friend's not some toy or pet for you to play with. It's a living creature with feelings and emotions, and it deserves respect and dignity. The man, in his frustration, runs up to me again. And hits me hard on the snout. I don't want to be petted by people anymore. Nearly everybody I've seen has been violent. Everybody tries to pet me, being stuck as a dinosaur, they be violent. I was a flipping dinosaur in one of the stories, and some kid came up to me and hit me with a spoon. On the snout with a spoon. Are you crazy? Toto looks at the man with a mixture of anger and protectiveness. Hey, what the heck did you think you're doing? You can't just hit my friend like that. The man looks at Toto with a mixture of annoyance and aggression. Oh, calm down. It's just a little hit. It's not like I hurt it or anything. Are you sure about that? I'm a tiny dinosaur, you flippin' cow. Toto looks at the man with a mixture of anger and protectiveness. It doesn't matter if it was just a little hit or not. You still shouldn't have hit my friend like that. It's not right, and it's not acceptable. The man looks at Toto with a mixture of irritation and defensiveness. Whatever. I didn't think it was a big deal. It's just a little dinosaur. It'll be fine. Oh, really? Really? Really now? After the man hit me, I'm laying on the ground in pain. And he actually hit me so hard that it broke my leg from the fall. Oh my gosh. Yeah, not hurt, huh? Hill looks at me with a mixture of horror and concern. Oh my gosh, are you alright? He hit you so hard that you broke your leg? Oh, that's not good. How did he notice that? Toto then picks me up gently in his mouth. Uh-oh, don't accidentally eat me. Being careful not to hurt me any further, and looks around frantically for something to use as a, a splint for your broken leg. What is a splint? The man looks at me and says, "Oh, come on. He's just faking having a broken leg. There's no way." You stupid motherfricker. Goes at the man with a mixture of anger and disgust. Says, "He's not faking it, you idiot. Look at his leg. It's clearly broken. Can't you see he's in pain?" The man looks at you with a mixture of disbelief and skepticism. He says, "Nah, he's just trying to play it up. He's not actually hurt. It's not like he can actually break a bone, right?" Oh my gosh, how... Joe looks at the man with a mixture of anger and frustration. He says, "Are you serious? He's not playing it up. He's seriously hurt. Look at his leg. It's clearly broken. And just because he's a dinosaur doesn't mean he can't break a bone, you idiot." I try to say something, but all that comes out is tiny velociraptor squeaks and whimpers of pain. Oh, well, that's not good. Joe looks at me with a mixture of concern and sympathy. "Hey, it's okay. I know it hurts. Just try to stay still while I figure out how to fix your leg, okay?" That man's a psychopath. Just because he couldn't pet me, he flipping try. He doesn't even believe the fact that he hurt my leg by flipping hitting me. Excuse me, I could be dinosaurs like what, this big? You could have flipping killed me at that size with your flipping massive hand, you freaking cow. Conan looks around frantically for something it can use as a splint for your broken leg. It sees a nearby stick and picks it up, carefully placing it next to your broken leg. The man gets super frustrated, runs over and grabs me out of the Pokemon's hand, and then throws me as fast and as hard as he can into the water. Oh, heck no. This psychopath is trying to flip and drown me. The man gets super frustrated, runs over to me and grabs me and then throws me into the water as fast and as hard as he can. Oh, heck no. He's trying to kill me. He really is trying to. Toto looks at the man with a mixture of horror and anger. Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing? You can't just throw my friend into the water like that. He's hurt. Oh my gosh. The man then says, if no one can have him, I cannot pet him. Cannot pet him. Then nobody can have him. He surely can't breathe under the water. Like you can. So good luck seeing him again. Oh my gosh. What the frick? Oh my gosh, Toto was the man with a mixture of horror and disbelief. You can't just throw him in the water like that. He can't breathe underwater. You'll drown him. That's probably his goal right now, because he's a crazy lunatic. Toto then dives into the water after me, determined to save me from drowning. It frantically searches the water for any sign of you swimming as fast as it can to find me. I don't know if you... After a few tense on, he finally finds you in the water. It quickly swims over to you and grabs you in its mouth gently but firmly and swims back up to the surface. Thank goodness he got me out of there. Toto carries you out of the water and sets you down on the shore, gently laying you on your back. It looks at you with a mixture of relief and concern, trying to assess the extent of your injuries. Toto then notices that you are coughing up water and gasping for air, struggling to breathe after being underwater for so long. It looks at me with a mixture of concern and helplessness, unsure of what to do to help you. All of a sudden, both Rexy and Sapphire come back. Huh, did they deal with flipping Shrinko that fast? Toto looks up at the sound of Rexy and Sapphire's arrival, relieved to see them. Thank goodness you're back. Something terrible happened while you were gone. Rexy and Sapphire look at Toto with a mixture of concern and curiosity, wondering what happened in their absence. They look at me, lying on the ground with a broken leg and gasping for air, and their expression turned to horror and shock. Okay, then, well, they know. Well, now they do. Rexy and Sapphire quickly rush over to my side, examining my injuries. They look at Toto with a mixture of anger and concern, wanting to know what happened to me. Please don't blame Toto for it. It wasn't his fault. He didn't do anything. He tried to keep me safe. Toto looks at Rexy and Sapphire with a mixture of helplessness and frustration. He says, a man came and wanted to pet him, and when I said no, he got mad and hit him so hard that he broke his leg. Then he threw you in the water, threw him in the water and said he can't have you, nobody can. Oh, heck no. Rexy and Sapphire look at Toto with a mixture of horror and disbelief. They look at me with a mixture of anger and protectiveness. Their expressions fill with fury at the man who hurt me. Uh-oh. You don't make a giant hybrid and a flipping giant T-Rex that probably just got snapped out of the flipping curse for good that likes me. You just screwed yourself, I think. I think the man might be dead. Sapphire looks at me with a mixture of concern and determination and says, we need to do something to help him. We can't let him suffer like this. What can we do? No, I have no clue. Rexy looks at me with a mixture of anger and helplessness. Says, Oh, is he a dinosaur? Is he still a dragon? I don't know. I'll do Reggie's original voice since I got shit since Sapphire's here too. I don't know. His leg is broken and he can't breathe properly. We need to get him some medical attention. But how are we supposed to do that? Toto looks at me with a mixture of helplessness and worry. He says, "We need to find a way to set his broken leg and stop the bleeding. Oh my gosh. We need to get him some air so he can breathe properly. I don't know how we're going to do that." All of a sudden, the man came out of nowhere again. Took a bucket of water and poured it all over my tiny velociraptor form. What a horrifying individual. This dude's a psychopath. Toto looks at the man with a mixture of anger and helplessness. Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing? Can't you see he's hurt? You can't just dump a bucket of water on him like that. Makes me wonder how Sapphire and Rexy are gonna react to that. The man looks at Toto with a mixture of annoyance and satisfaction. Oh, relax. I'm just trying to help him cool off. He looks a little overheated. Toto looks at the man with a mixture of disbelief and disgust. Says, "You're just trying to help him cool off? Are you serious? He has a broken leg and he can't breathe properly. Dumping a bucket of water on him isn't going to help him at all. Especially when you can't breathe. What the frick? That's like the worst thing you can do, putting more water in your lungs. That's bad." The man looks at Toto with a mixture of irritation and indifference. Oh, come on. He's just a little dinosaur. He'll be fine. I'm just trying to make him feel better. Toto looks at the man with a mixture of anger and frustration. He's not just a little dinosaur, he's a living, breathing creature with feelings and emotions, and dumping a bucket of water on him isn't going to make him feel better. It's just going to make his injuries worse. All of a sudden, the man actually looks up next to me and sees Rexy, who is still a dragon, and Sapphire. And they both look extremely angry. Yeah, I kinda warned you. The man looks up and sees Rexy and Sapphire standing there looking extremely angry. He looks at them with a mixture of surprise and nervousness. Who are you guys? And why do you look so angry? Uh-oh. You just freaked yourself. Rexy looks at the man with a mixture of anger and menace. We're friends of his, and we're angry because you hurt him and treated him like a toy or a pet. You have no right to hurt or mistreat him like that. Okay, well this is good. I love you, Rexy. Oh my gosh, I didn't like that sound though. That was creepy as frick. Sapphire looks at the man with a mixture of anger and disgust. He says, "You're lucky we don't rip you apart right now for what you did to him. But we're not like that. We're better than you." So Sapphire was really threatening to rip him apart. Holy cow. And that's the one that could transform into flipping a massive dragon. Or flipping turn to pretty much anything he wants to. The man looks at Rexy and Sapphire with a mixture of fear and defensiveness. He says, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt him. I just thought he was a cute little dinosaur, and I wanted to pet him. I didn't realize he was someone's pet. All of a sudden, my body began to transform again, and I turned into a tiny... Oh, heck no, not this again. Oh no, not this again. No. Taylor, Rexy, and Sapphire looked at me with a mixture of surprise and fascination, oh boy, into a tiny crocodile. They look at each other with a mixture of confusion and concern, wondering what is happening to me. Taylor looks at me with a mixture of confusion and curiosity. He says, "Whoa, what's happening to you? You transform again, but this time you're a crocodile. How is this possible?" Rexy looks at me with a mixture of shock and awe. "This is incredible. I've never seen anything like this before. How are you able to transform into different Pokemon like this?" Finally able to breathe, I tell him, "You know how that stinking curse just like you, Rexy. You're still a dragon right now." Rexy looks at me with a mixture of understanding and concern. "Oh, so this is because of the curse? That explains why you're transforming into different Pokemon. How long will this transformation last?" "I don't know. I'm not doing this. I have no control over it anymore. Just like you did earlier with your aggression. And you couldn't control that." Looking a little sheepish. "Yeah, I know what you mean. I couldn't control my aggression earlier and it scared me. I don't want to hurt anyone, but the curse is making it hard for me to control myself." Speaking of, what happened when you went to confront What's a mixture of anger and... Yeah, we went to confront Chico like you suggested, but it was a trap. He lured us into a clearing, and then a bunch of wild porn attacked us from all sides. We fought them off as best we could, but they were way too many and too strong. Hmm. So that's why I'm still turning into tiny animals. What am I going to do? Monty looks at me with a mixture of concern and helplessness. It says, I don't know, man. This curse is really powerful. It's affecting both of us in different ways, and we have no idea how to stop it. We're not going to give up. We'll find a way to break the curse and get you back to normal. I turn to the man, still as a... I heard what you said about me. I'm not just somebody's pet. In fact, that dragon... That dragon was originally a dinosaur that I raised myself. And that massive legendary beside him, I raised him too. All by myself. The man looks at me with a mixture of surprise and disbelief. Says, wait, you raised both that dragon and that legendary? I don't know what... I didn't know that. I thought that they were your pets or something. No, you called me. I'm not actually supposed to be like this. Dude, what is with this doing that? I am not... I am not supposed to be like this. I am a human. The man looks at you with a mixture of confusion and shock. Says, wait, you're a human? I thought you were a Pokemon or something. How'd you end up like this? A curse. Dude. A curse. Exclamation point. You just tried to pet me as the Velociraptor a while ago. And instead you broke my leg. Man wants to eat with a mixture of guilt and shame. He says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you were a human under a curse. I thought you were a cute little dinosaur. I didn't mean to hurt you. Is there anything I can do to help you?" I'm trying to think. If you can somehow I don't have an idea. Are you a Pokemon trainer, perhaps? Dude, what is with this? Are you a Pokemon trainer, perhaps? Let's see. Man wants to eat with a mixture for the brother. Just, yeah, I guess you could say that. I've caught and trained a few Pokemon before. Why do you ask? Me and Rexy got cursed by a Pokemon named That's why I look like a right now. Right now. The man wants to eat with a mixture of shotgun. You got cursed by a Trico? That's crazy. I never heard of a Trico being able to curse someone before. That explains why you're turning into a different Pokemon. And dinosaurs. If you have some strong Pokemon, can you try to go and get the cure? Maybe if you have some strong Pokemon, you can do it. Man wants to move a mixture of determination and confidence. Yeah, I think I can do that. I have a few strong Pokemon that will just take care of a Trico. I'll go and try to find a cure for your curse. What Pokemon do you actually have? Oh, the man looks at you with a mixture of cry and excitement. He says, I have a Charizard, a Blastoise, and a Venusaur. They're all really powerful, and they should be able to take on anything that comes their way. Okay. But we're all counting on you. I have Pokemon of my own, too. However, I can't do anything with a broken leg. The man looks at me with a mixture of empathy and determination. Don't worry, I won't let you down. I'll do everything I can to find you a cure for your curse and get you back to normal. So just hang in there and try to stay positive, okay? Before I could say anything, my body transformed again. This time, I turn into a tiny that is only a foot tall. Oh, heck no. What the frick, dude? Hello, Reggie and Sapphire. Look at me with a mixture of surprise and concern as my body transforms again. This time into a tiny toad. Oh, frick. It's only a foot tall. They look at each other with a mixture of confusion and helplessness, not knowing what to do to help you. Toto looks at me with a mixture of worry and helplessness. It says, Whoa, transforming again, but this time you're even smaller than before. How is this happening? Reggie looks at me with a mixture of disbelief and concern. This is getting really crazy. First you were a velociraptor, then a crocodile, and now you're a toadle? How many more times are you going to transform? I'm surprised I remember that much detail, honestly. Some of these AI stuff is so bad with memory that I'm surprised I remembered that. You were a velociraptor, you were a crocodile, now you're a toadle. I'm surprised I remember any of that, actually. I have to give the AI props for that one. Holy crap, I actually give the props to that one, for the AI on that one. Oh, frick.